Boy, I hate puppies.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Got a whole basketball squad here. 5 for 5.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems. Well, we can't solve all of them based on the pregame.
Yeah, making Lee second guess his life choices.
And hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend or not drinking. It's something we do.
Or drink, not just beer.
Yeah, that's true. The pilk really kind of set us off on a different tangent. So did the pregame conversation today. I'm wondering how this is going to flow into funny, because
it's very unfunny.
We'll be
to start.
It makes its way.
All of our heads are swimming now.
Never not funny.
It's called adulting.
Well, it was adult something.
Starts with adult.
What do you put on the back end of that?
Yeah, just Arbor Day. Anyone out there who understands what Arbor Day is is inside now. Everyone else is like, that doesn't even make sense. Paul Bunyan wasn't real. Apparently he is in some neighborhoods. Oh boy. All right. Well, we are here in the middle of the holiday season. This is obviously a crazy time of year. Hopefully everybody is feeling good about the holiday season and not stressed out about the holiday season. I have been through the full roller coaster of all that is the holiday season. I've been excited. I've been pumped. Now I'm starting to feel the stress as we inch ever closer and closer to the climax.
That's because it's a guy thing. We all are. Every time I go out on the Christmas Eve to buy some shit,
it's all dudes.
There's dudes in the aisles staring at the walls that have been picked over, and I'm just like, this is a moment in guy history. We're all just here being guys.
Just dudes being dudes.
Yeah.
Does anyone like shopping?
No,
I hate it. It's painful to me.
I love going shopping.
I don't even like shopping for myself.
Yeah. When I go out, Christmas time, I can't stop buying stuff for people. I pick something up and I'm like, oh, I should get this. This person would love this. And then I'll just save stuff for next year even sometimes.
God, it's like a superpower in the guy world.
I'm so excited to see what he bought us.
Yeah.
Is it like a whole bag? Like you're doing a Santa thing tonight?
I'm looking around. I don't see.
Do
y'all...
Sounds like your wife picked the right wife.
I can't. I don't see any gifts. Okay. Well, I guess they're out in the car.
Maybe in the car.
Hidden.
Yeah.
That's what they're still in the sleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So you just get gifts for everybody you care about?
Yeah.
He's got a naughty list.
All the ones I care about.
That is really sweet of you.
There was a dig there.
I like that you enjoy shopping, because I think I'm more on these guys' side. I have to be in the right state of mind.
I think that helps. And the closer it gets to Christmas, the more stressed out I get about it. But if I can just casually walk through a store, I'm here for it.
How often do you casually walk through a store?
Well, today I took off work, so I could do that and shop.
Just generally,
much less since 2020. Pre-2020, I would go stop at Short Pond Mall pretty regularly and just
wander.
Just walk through Crate and Barrel, see what happened to come in new or whatever.
Wow. He's cutting his ass at you like, who is this guy?
That's legitimately to hit some Bed Bath & Beyond. Who knows?
That was by time. Yeah. You got a big Saturday lined up.
Right.
I don't know if I'm at the time.
I don't know. I'm pretty cool, guys.
Do you ever find yourself, this happens to me all the time for Christmas, I am searching for somebody's gift, and whether it's online or at a store, I keep searching, trying to find the better deal or the right one, searching, and I'm online, it's like, I've been doing this for 45 minutes, fuck it, and I never buy it.
No, I don't do that, because I never shop for the gift multiple places.
Yeah, well, even
if I fucking find it, I'm buying it right then.
Right then and there.
Yeah. The moment it pops on
this
screen,
one's $2 less. I don't care. Bring it. It's going to get here in time.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for all that. It goes back to not wanting to shop again. I don't want to shop.
I have such a hard time shopping for people online. I like to go to the store, pick it up, touch it, feel it, and see it with my own eyes.
I like that too.
That is how I get in tune with it.
I do the old I need something, So like everyone in the family is getting some Bombas because I was running low on socks. like there's gonna be everyone's got some Vans because I wanted to get some Vans. So that's kind of my move. I'm like, I'm here for me.
I'm similar.
It would be dick not to get everyone else the thing that I think is cool.
The gift theme this year is what Brendan also needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
I mean, that's essentially it.
Well, aren't you supposed to buy something for somebody you know that they would like, but you'd also want it in case, like especially in your family, if it just kind of trickles back to you?
Like Homer Simpson buying Marge the bowling ball.
Yeah. That said Homer on it.
Yeah.
Part of my problem is that I have the memory of a goldfish. So like when you tell me, I really like this, I heard it 4 months ago, but that shit is gone.
I've started writing it down on my phone.
Yeah, actually, I do that too now.
That's why your life is excellent, Ely.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a new day.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just bebopping around.
Yeah.
I'm not even out of the store and I've already forgotten about it.
What holiday's coming soon? Yeah.
Well, luckily my wife loves the shop, so like she takes care of basically everybody. So I just got to worry about her.
That's basically.
that's
Did she
That's all I
buy
am.
everything for everybody and then just like puts your name on things? Or
Yeah, for sure. Like last night we did Hanukkah and had her family over, and my nephew came over and he unwrapped some shit that I had never seen. And his mom was like, "Go thank Uncle Troy," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember picking this out. This was spent a lot of time looking for this one." Yeah.
That's a go-to move for any day.
Yeah, you just look at your wife and give the knowing nod.
Yep.
I thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
No,
cool in
she's
my
the
book.
real one. Like I'm just hanging on over here.
So
awesome.
your kids are still into Santa, right?
Oh no, they've pieced it together, and I'm no longer carrying the lie.
Oh, okay. The reason I was asking is my youngest, she's 15. Santa's not a thing anymore. But for the first time, instead of giving us a Christmas list and saying, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" and she just would write it out, she took the time and put together a whole 7-minute PowerPoint presentation, slide by slide, and emailed it to everybody in the family.
Jesus.
And we were like,
Holy crap!
so she picked out pictures of the items, put a little name brand thing sliding in, and I think she just came into really getting PowerPoint under her fingernails,
Yeah,
like
wanted to
understanding
use
it.
it.
Flex your
Like, here we
muscles a
go.
little bit.
I kind of dig it.
I asked my kids what they want, and they don't even have. They already have everything they want. They can't even give me an answer. They're like, I don't know.
Well, I also feel weird about your older kid's age and my son's age is that I was finding it difficult that he was getting mostly clothing shit, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
This kid, 12-year-old, shouldn't be only getting clothing. Damn it! This is like I can't
They still
stand
need
for that.
Toys
you know?
or something.
Yeah, but then it's like he wants shoes and stuff because at the same time in middle school, clothing is kind of the thing. You know what I mean?
Starting to matter.
Starting to matter.
Yeah.
But I still am not cool with that. It's like we're instantly transporting him to being 25, and he's might as well give him gift cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm psyched now when I get like new underwear. I'm like, oh, thank God, because this shit has a hole in it.
Yeah.
I can feel my dong hanging out the hole right now. So
We
it's
did.
like,
We did a birthday party for my 12 / and now he's 13, and we had a buddy come along. When we went back, he was like, "Oh, he's like, wait outside. I want to show you what I got for my birthday a week ago." He came out and he had like a full working lightsaber that like when he swung around went, and then like when you went like this, it was like ching ching like you. And I was like, he's 13 and he still is into this. That's pretty cool that he's still like kidding it up like that. Like,
yeah, he's LARPing.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm anticipating a low rent Christmas this year for myself. I started getting the clues you don't want to get. Like my eldest daughter was like, how many gifts do you get, Mom? I was like running through it and came up with a number, and she's like, oh yeah, Mom doesn't have that. And then my wife even said something. It was like,
That's because she went and told her.
no, she asked me separately same night. So obviously this has been a discussion in the household. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
we're
He's a
slacking
recon
on
for her.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then even she was like, how many gifts you get? And I totally forgot like how many gifts I had gotten because I just buy random crap. Some of it's throwaway, some of it's good, but I just like,
You see something you like, you get it.
yeah, I just buy it. And then I had my daughter wrap them and like she stacked them up and she was like, Dad, this is more than you said. It's like, Mom's going to be pissed. I was like, oh man, what kind of low rent Christmas am I about to get?
I tell my wife not to buy me anything.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, there's literally nothing I need or want.
I mean, stuff from the kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, because I get all my stuff through the year.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's I buy most of the stuff I want.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't want for much.
know.
This is why when you have the kids that are past Santa Claus and I think we've talked about it before, is you need to get to the point where instead of giving gifts, go do something.
Yeah.
Like plan, like you guys were on vacation earlier, Ely, with Disney and stuff, but like do something, save them or use the same money, but if you got everything and the kids don't know what they want, go do something.
So did your daughter have an experience in her PowerPoint, or did she just have straight dollar bills and awesome things that she could put her hands on?
She was, so this one, she's practical. She's like, I need socks. I want a little bit of makeup.
Zipline tour in Costa Rica.
No. They're
Used
two
Mercedes, not more than 4 years old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a different world when your youngest is asking for socks and shoes, and your older one saying, "Hey, Dad, don't get me anything. If you could help me out with an apartment rent next year, that'd be great." I'm like, oh, great. There we go. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's the age.
It's a little different end of the spectrum.
I'm not buying that your daughter put together a PowerPoint slide for some damn socks. That doesn't check out.
Oh no. Well,
Something's up.
She's
there's
no, Penelope's the one.
If my
She's the
daughter
one.
told me to help with rent for the next year, I'd be like, nah, seriously, I got you this.
Here's some socks, just like your sister.
Oh, you're gonna let me off the hook for this $200 gift so I
Yeah.
can
I'll
pay
go ahead and return that.
$10,000 next year?
But actually, the back of my head was going, okay, I'll line up 3 interviews for you with these couple of companies, and you can work your ass off over the summer.
And that should help with the rent.
Exactly.
Nailed it. Yeah, you got to be careful. It's like asking a genie for a wish, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Want
what
the
form is it
biggest-
going to come?
Yeah, the world's biggest cock, and now you're looking at a fucking rooster that's 20 feet tall. You're like, that didn't go right. You got to be very careful with how you ask.
Or
for
like
that
when
stuff.
a mobster like does a favor for you and you're like, "What are you?" It's like, "No, I'll call when you." Yeah. Be like, "When I need you."
Actually, you can have the 10 grand back. I got a bad feeling that other shit's gonna weigh on my soul.
It's been 50 years. Is that retirement fund you got?
Yeah, my boys are 13 and 11. I think they're kind of. My 11-year-old kind of figured out the Santa thing, and then we gave up on the elf this year. And like my 13-year-old, like a couple weeks in December, was like, "Mom, I haven't seen Buddy the elf, and I don't think he's real, but I kind of miss seeing him." So like I brought him down and just handed it to him and let him hang it on the tree.
Did you put him in charge for the moving around for the younger one?
No, but the younger one's like, that elf hadn't moved once. I don't think he's real.
Slacker at himself.
I'm like, yeah, he knows what's
That's
up.
funny. My kids were like, we know the elf isn't real. And the elf was just sitting there, but then they bitched at us after 3 days. They're like, it hasn't moved.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you haven't moved it. And they're like, well, no, you still have to do the elf thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't anymore.
Yeah, if you know it's not real.
Like, you crushed it. You're the one who said it's over. The magic's gone.
So when my boys were little, I would go out when they were brushing their teeth on Christmas Eve. I had some jingle bells, and I would climb out onto my roof and walk down and jingle them outside the bathroom, and they would freak out.
Like 1 a.m.?
No, they 9 o'clock when they're going to
gotcha.
bed.
Yeah.
And I'm standing outside jingling the jingle bells. I come back in. They're like, "Dad, we just heard the bells, but." So
Santa hits the East Coast first.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Yeah, he goes east to west. So I brought it up to my younger son yesterday. I was like, "Oh, you remember when you used to hear the bells?" He's like, "Yeah, but you were always downstairs every time I heard those bells. So I don't know about that." I'm like, "Damn it, you figured it out already, kid?"
Yeah.
The best trick that I did the last year, my oldest thought Santa was, she was like, I got figured out. You're Santa. I was like, well, that's fine. If you don't believe, he won't deliver gifts. And sure enough, that night
beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, that night, that Christmas Eve, we went to her grandfather's house and we stayed out until 12:30 a.m. And I had the neighbors put the gifts underneath the Christmas tree. So we were all 4 together and there's no way our parents could do this. And we got home and she was so pissed. I was like, she's like, I didn't get a chance to catch him. This is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I want to wake up and see
she
the
was
presents.
still holding. She was
She was
still
like,
holding.
oh,
that.
yeah.
She
That's
didn't know.
awesome.
She was like, there's no way this happened.
When did CPS come and ask about you keeping your kids out past midnight on Christmas Eve?
Oh, no. Once you go past 11 p.m., you're good to go.
Right.
Yeah, it is a little weird now that part of the magic is gone.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as parents, do you wish that they were back to their 5 and 6 year old age when this still was the magic of Christmas part, or do you like that you don't have the lies?
There was
like you
definitely
said?
a sweet spot there.
Yeah,
For sure.
When they're old enough,
Yeah.
that like they're talking and they're getting excited. You can see it in their eyes. Like that's really cool. Like that's awesome.
I don't see anything wrong with lying to them when they're innocent, as young as they
I
when
don't
they're super
either.
young.
Yeah, I know some people complain about that, but I'm like, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Like,
But
My-
like
my
somebody
rule
asked me
was
that question the other day, just the exact same thing. They were asking about kids and what was the best two parts of raising your kids? And I said, well, it's that time when they're kids, they believe, they can talk.
Yeah.
And then the second part was when it was all done and you're like, now we can do whatever the hell we want to do and they can have fun and have their friends over and
seeing
go
all
do
that stuff through their eyes is awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
best part. I mean,
For sure.
but like you lie to your kids all the time. Like if your 6-year-old comes to you and is like, Dad, did you ever smoke pot, drink beer, date a girl before mom? Like if your kids ever ask you any of these things, you're going to be like, at a certain age, you're going to tell them no. Maybe at 14 and 15, you're like, sit down. I got a story for you.
Did you have sex
Yeah.
with mom?
There's this donkey in Tijuana.
You'll never believe it.
Go down Independence Avenue, right? Go down to the basement.
Yeah, donkey's name is Santa. And I'm telling you, Santa's real. I still feel him sometimes. Wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Like, you're lying to your kids.
Well, yeah, I said lie. I meant more in the sense of like just the weight of having to keep the guys up, so to speak. Like,
No, because it's exciting to them, so there's no
Yeah.
weight.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It is when they start asking questions, though. Like, there's an age where they're like, I don't think it's real, and you have that decision to make.
Do I break
Like,
it now, or
do I pull
continue?
that Band-Aid off, or do I keep that Band-Aid on for one more year? Because by the next year, once they start questioning it, the next year they'll.
So Angela has a canned response to that just kind of kills it pretty quickly. She just says, you got to believe to receive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's good.
Oof.
And then the conversation's over, really.
Yeah, zips them up right there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back in.
And I'm
then.
playing along.
Yeah.
I believe, but can I help you wrap the presents?
Challenge accepted, old man.
I knew my girls this year were officially out because they were asking about it and they were saying, look, we know the truth. And then they were like, can we ask you, like, how did you get all that wrapping done? Like, that's a lot of work. And finally at that point I was like, okay, if we're talking logistics,
Yeah, if we're getting real.
then if you really want to know, like, you owe me, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because I would sit my ass up. I'd have to put you to sleep, and then I'd
Yeah.
be up all night wrapping, building, and then you guys come
Quietly
in.
also.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we had a different technique. We would turn up like Die Hard, like super loud.
So have like just something to drown it out.
Yes, and also kind of scary sounding shit.
Yeah.
Like that's
so they
not
wouldn't
really-
come creeping down.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to see all that. That sounds like guns.
Santa shooting an AK downstairs?
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I will say that is one of my favorite times of being a parent is 2 a.m.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's
I love
nice.
it. You're sneaking around. The lights are dim in the house. It's pretty awesome.
It's a lot of
spy
work.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing some spy stuff, man, and it's
That being said, I don't have to put shit together this year, and I am super excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
that's been like
Because
that's
I've
been
done
wild.
the bikes and the drum kits and all that shit.
Yeah, but you haven't done the 1,000-piece dollhouse
no,
for
I have
girls.
not.
That takes,
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Dude, I scored their first dollhouse at a yard sale. I saw that thing
Pre-assembled?
already put together. And I was like, yeah, you know what? And I gave him the $20
Name
and I was
your
like,
price.
I'll be back to get that. And came back later, scooped it up. Was like, that was a steal.
Why does this dollhouse smell? Rudolph took a shit on it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Santa
Got it in the yard
smokes.
house. Yard sale.
Santa smokes cigars.
Were your
Hold on.
kids the kind of kids that would sneak around to try and find the presents?
No, mine are
My
not.
kids are not.
See, I don't see why kids aren't. Like, I knew.
Yeah, I did that shit all the time.
I knew,
Yeah.
I knew half my presents, man.
Most of my kids' gifts are sitting unwrapped in a room that's not even locked.
Well, that's what I
My
was
wife's
saying.
like, do not go in there. And they're like, yes, ma'am.
That's how ours is. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he doesn't go up there when we leave. Like, if we both leave the house, he could be going up there.
I mean,
But
I
I don't
had-
think he is.
I remember one year I
I
got.
think my kids like being surprised.
Yeah.
See, I hate surprises,
yeah.
so that's why I did it.
I remember one.
That's
year
my
I got
older.
a,
She hates.
I got a tabletop, one of those little like tabletop Frogger machines. Like you could just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
one, but it looks like a little arcade machine. And I knew where that bitch was, and I was going up there and putting the C batteries in that bitch, playing Frogger,
taking them back
and then I
out.
would take them back out. I was doing that the whole time. As soon as I found
Opens
that,
it up Christmas Day. High score, Brendan.
exactly.
Mom had a drawer full of C batteries.
Oh yeah.
Did you get them with the nightstand over there?
Nah, my mom had D batteries.
That extra power.
Before there was rechargeable lithium.
Exactly.
A couple
right.
6 volts, a big boxing ones.
Power Wheels battery.
Golf cart
Just tied together.
Every once in a while, you see the
2-stroke motor.
Nah, hers plugged in. You see the whole lights in the house dim.
Don't worry about it, Brendan.
What's that? Santa just landed.
Mom's cheery as fuck.
My mom and my neighbors would come over as a kid. My mom and
This has got instinct.
Hello.
I saw a video about that.
Yeah.
would get blasted drunk and stay up and wrap gifts all night and just party deep into the night. Like it sounded like a fucking party going on downstairs in my house. And looking back, I'm like, I see why you did that, but that's a bad angle to take. Cause like we're up at like 6 a.m. This kid's like ready to rock.
That was always the problem. This year, the girls were like, we're going to let you sleep in.
Yeah.
They even said that. They were like, we're thinking, what, like 8? I was like, nah, you may as well do 7 because I'm doing a brisket, so I'm going to be up. Like,
Yeah.
let's knock this shit out.
I still get excited Christmas morning. Like
Me too.
I'm not trying to sleep till 10 o'clock.
Here's a question for you. Angela and I did this differently, apparently, when we were kids. Did Santa separate the kids' gifts by person, or they just scattered everywhere?
No, it was a hodgepodge.
Right.
My
That's what I was for me, too. But that's not how she does it. It's like, here's your pile, here's your pile, and here's
So
your
as
pile.
a kid, we were piled up. Now, my wife's Jewish, so she's new to Christmas, and we've always done it this way, which I think is pretty cool. The kids only get a gift or two from Santa, then everything else is from the parents. So there's like 1 or 2 unwrapped gifts, and then the rest are like, here's what mom and dad gave.
So we had Santa's gifts were each of them had their own wrapping paper.
Yeah,
but they
so
were
we're the same way.
scattered. They were
Yeah.
scattered around
That's
the
what I-
tree.
yeah.
But what saved us from having morning coffee is from the time I can remember and they can remember, the stockings are from mom and dad.
Yeah.
So if they came downstairs, we could like real quick and we're just putting your stuff in the stocking. But that would save us a little bit. They'd get up early, they go open up their stockings, do whatever, and then we'd get up. But
So your Santa gifts are unwrapped.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because usually it's like a drum set or a bike or, you know,
legit.
like, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
not
the
an
Santa
easy
was the
thing to
big
wrap
gift.
anyway. Yeah.
Right,
So it's
right.
like,
I like that your
but
wife.
this year we didn't even see Santa. We didn't even do Santa.
I like that your wife didn't have traditions that she brought in because we butt heads because I had my traditions, she had her traditions, and I'm like,
Yeah.
your traditions are wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't
where
know
you can like start new ones though.
Yeah. Why are you so adverse
Because
to
it's 2
changing
sets
it
of
up?
hard-headedness.
Yeah, and I ended up losing. So
I'm
now,
shocked.
What?
Yeah. So like, all right, did you guys
hold
ever
on.
get?
Let's just circle back.
Did
Your
you guys
wife is
ever
really
get-
like level-headed and
Reasonable.
yeah.
You are you talking about my girlfriend? Because she's a sweetheart.
She's kind.
Yeah, she's very level. In fact, all of our kids, we use my traditions, and
Yeah.
it's very nice.
So what's
Well,
what's the difference?
All right, so the one that always bugs me, she had I said you can open a gift on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It was always you get one gift on Christmas
That's
Eve.
not a fight worth fighting. Like even if that was not my way of doing it, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Like that's not the end of the world.
No, so she was like, nah, that's not how it works. You don't get to open a gift. And then she goes, okay. And she's like, then open this one on that very first year. And it was pajamas for everybody. Now she's like, that's the tradition.
Oh, now everybody
We
gets
open
pajamas.
And now I'm like, fuck
Now
me.
you're
Now
hooked.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting around in ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that sucks.
You wear 'em
Why
once
even
a
wrap
year.
that gift then if everybody knows
Yeah.
it's pajamas?
That's a good question, but this house is wrap happy. In fact, now my
So you've
eldest
got
daughter,
12, 13 years worth of pajamas that you wear once a year.
I threw out a pair last night
Nice.
that said ho, ho, ho squad on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And I literally wore them once. I have one pair of these like peppermint, they're like candy cane, like stockings, and they were so horribly tight.
You
that
kept them?
I kept them
Yeah.
because they're long underwear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So like I can actually wear that, but so if you ever catch me on a ski trip and you see candy canes poking out, that's the only one I've kept. Everything else is like
That's not you just getting sexy for the crew.
well, it's both.
Both. Okay. Thermals and attractiveness.
A show later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the candy cane. Why would I not?
That's a real weird bend at the end, but okay.
It is awkward. It is awkward. But if you lick it, it gets
It's
bigger.
peppermint.
Most candy canes get smaller as you lick them. Not this one.
It's a magic candy game.
And then it hits a point of diminishing returns and it'll get small again. Once you hit the center.
Are there other traditions?
One I did not mind. She likes to have eggs Benedict on Christmas morning, but she had a thing that had to be Taylor ham. She's like a Jersey family. And so I finally found like a better eggs Benedict. And I do order that every year. It costs me a fortune, but like at least I know I get dope ass
I understand
Eggs Benedict.
people being caught up in their traditions. I enjoy a tradition as well, but like I also feel like my family, you know, that my wife and my children, like we can start our own things. Like that's important to me too.
Well, and we have like there's been things like the meal the night before. That actually was one that I was like, I always used to like having this. My wife's like, we should make that every year on Christmas Eve. I was like, hell yeah. So like, I can't say I didn't win some.
That's a lot of tradition. If y'all are like prepping meals for the day before, the day of, like that's a lot. Like,
y'all are thinking this through way more than
we
us.
don't put a lot into that.
No.
Like what do we have that we can heat up real quick?
I barely know what I'm doing Christmas Day as of right
But
now.
a lot of that, like, I think it's transitioning.
Every meal is planned. I'm not kidding. Every meal, Christmas Eve through the end of Christmas Day.
Really?
I already know
Wow.
what I have to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So, like,
interesting.
my parents and my ex's parents, the tradition that was theirs, which kind of held together, was it was always Christmas Eve. Like Christmas Eve, as a kid, we'd do church, midnight would hit, and then we'd open up presents, and then nobody had to get up early and do anything because Santa had always come before we went to bed. It was the whole thing when we went to church, Santa had come. But now that's
Oh, wait, so you did that all the time?
when I was younger, when I was growing up, our tradition was go to mass. Santa came, open up presents, and
How did Santa come while you were at Mass?
because he hits the East Coast time frame.
Oh,
earlier.
motherfucker. How did your parents
My
do it?
parents got the neighbors to do it. That's
Every
where I got
year.
it.
So that's
they
where you
got
learn
them
most part.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
a huge
I thought you
ass.
meant one time.
That's
Every
a
year.
huge ass.
But then,
Yeah.
but
I know.
Huge ass.
My neighbors
Are
did
they
that.
sometimes
I'd be
like,
yeah, they have
but
no
sometimes
kids?
my uncle did it,
Oh, okay.
and family, and then we had the neighbors do it. But then
I'd be like,
that-
it's Christmas. I'm busy as shit.
Yeah.
I got
can't-
shit else to do over here.
Right.
But then that has transitioned to your point about being your own traditions. Like my kids will still go over to their grandparents' house and do Christmas Eve, but now and recently
You ran out of neighbors, and so
we're
they
doing
get shit at the end of the
we're doing
night.
like our
No, he had to move.
yeah,
Yeah.
But so like now we're doing the PJs are the thing in the morning, and it's Christmas morning.
Yeah.
and
The real
you
estate agent-
transition.
The real estate agent's like, just an FYI, these neighbors are going to expect your ass to come over Christmas Eve, put all their shit together, wrap it up, and put it under the tree.
It's like disclosures in the,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
listing.
yeah.
All right. Well, this house down here, they do Christmas lights.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Traffic gets bad.
This
and this one over
foundation's
here.
falling apart. You don't care about that. That can be fixed. But your neighbors, let me tell you what they're going to ask of you.
I mean,
Could you
I should,
imagine that? It'd be
Actually, I don't know that I would care. Now that I think about it more and more, as long as you have them pre-wrapped, they're in a fucking bag ready to go.
like,
I'll
move
send,
them from the shed to
take
the
a,
tree.
Take a bite out of that cookie, put them under the tree, and be gone. We could do that.
well, I got to take it back. So from the time I was, eligible to understand what Santa was until I was 12, we were living
eligible
in.
to understand.
Yeah, eligible.
When did that
Yeah.
hit? 18,
When my parents
22?
when they started lying to me. No, but literally, like that I was in Baton Rouge and had all the family and everything, and then when we moved to Virginia is when my dad actually reached out to the neighbors and said, "Hey, can you do this? Because this is what we're doing."
I'm curious as to how old you were when they started keeping you up past midnight to do this. Because as someone who's put my kids to bed early
Probably
or at a regular time, like that sounds like the only time basically my kids have ever stayed up past midnight voluntarily is for New Year's Eve. Like, and that was only a couple years ago.
I would say 9 years old, maybe 10, because I remember when we got the Atari 1600. I unwrapped it.
2600?
No, 1600.
The early one?
Yeah, 83, 84.
I remember the 2600. That was the one that I don't remember the old one.
Yeah, so it came with Combat and
You're
Pac-Man.
talking
was
this
the first.
too, remember?
Oh no, I get it.
But I remember unwrapping
his
it.
Pong was
It
literally
was
two
after
rocks.
we got back from church, and my parents I ended up going to bed like 30 minutes later, and my parents stayed up playing the damn video game until like 3 a.m. in the morning. So that was typical.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, actually. Like to sit up and play.
Staying up late?
Playing video games.
And not worrying about Christmas morning.
So your oldest has never stayed up all night? Like
Maybe for some
sleepovers and stuff,
sleepovers,
yeah.
probably stayed up late. But like, he's ready for bed. Like, he's tired, man. We're on the go. He's on the go all the time. So
Yeah.
like, staying up late, it's a novelty. It's not like a regular thing. Like, he doesn't have a gaming system or anything in his room or even upstairs. So it's not like, I mean, he can fuck around on his phone, but like, he likes to get his sleep, man.
Is he pestering you for that yet?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Interesting.
He's actually told me he appreciates not having it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
I kind of seared that into his head, and it stuck.
Right.
Well played.
I think what happened, I think by me doing that is kind of what happened to me. Mine was not, I didn't have a gaming system because we were poor shit, but I was always behind in the gaming plays. So like now, like if he goes over somebody's house and they got like whatever dope new shit is, like he can't keep up. So he's like, let's go outside and do something where I could actually show off my skills, not
Yeah,
like
it is easier
sit
to be
here.
like,
Yeah.
this is lame. Like
Yeah.
just to adopt your attitude towards it. Be like, that's actually not cool. Look, I can throw a fastball at night.
Yeah, that would be no fun if you're okay. You get to start on level 2. We're at 1200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably like jumps in some war game and gets killed like over and over and over.
Does he have a phone?
He does.
Did he communicate and watch videos with them and stuff
Yeah,
on there?
oh, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
You get called noob enough.
right.
Yeah.
Step away from the game. Like, I don't think they're being nice.
Well, and if you're playing like a sports game where he actually has some skill, he's like, I'd rather go out and win, have a chance of winning as opposed to getting your ass kicked. Like I remember playing Madden and not really knowing what I was doing. It's like, oh great, it's 48-0 in the first quarter.
Having
Like,
so much fun.
this is
the first
this
few
is
years
awesome.
you could do it, but then as Madden got more and more complicated, like
Yeah.
the people that stuck with it, they would own you now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that got frustrating because I come from when it's like, all right, I got 3 plays and I will run them when I choose to.
4 verts, halfback screen.
Yeah,
Something
that's
else.
it. Like I'm gonna own you.
Oh, I had roommates that played all the time. Like I would sit down and watch one of them. I'd watch the two of them play a game like it was an actual football game. Like I had rooting interest.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, that was sweet. See it back on replay. Like, oh, you got blowed up. Like I'm sitting here watching a real game.
Ely and I in college knew a guy who would literally, he would go in and he would let the computer play the
I was
season.
just getting ready to say the same
And
thing.
he would just let the damn thing play, and then at the end of it, he would then scroll through the stats and be like, "Man, you won't believe this." Like you'd come home, he'd be like, "Man, you won't believe it, man. Your Bears did really well this season." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And that would be his thing, and he would just let the computer run it, and then he would study stats, and then let the computer run it and study stats. I was
Is
like,
he doing some stat nerd type shit right now?
And that dude was a little odd. Like I remember one day I came home and he was like, "Hey Brendan, you really need to like tighten up in class. Like you're not paying attention enough." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, you got a C in English." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you know this?" He's like, "Your report card came today and I opened it and I'm really disappointed in how you're doing." And I was like, "Yo, dude, you
Turned
can't
into
just
a father
open,
figure.
you can't just open my mail and
Yeah.
then tell me where I'm wrong." I was like, "God," but that was just
he should have started the USFL for the off season, but he didn't.
And I noticed your urine's looking a little weird. You might want to start hydrating a little more.
Right.
You're like, what?
You couldn't get much past him. I remember one time I was drinking in the kitchen. I was fucking around. I was wrestling with my buddy Eddie, and I fell back. One of us fell back. I don't remember who pushed the other, but I know an ass went through the oven,
Oh,
like through the glass,
like broke the glass.
Yeah. And we were so drunk. We were like, all right, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? This dude's gonna kill us. We were like, we got it. So we put cardboard over it, and then we covered it
smart.
with like hot chicks from Maxim.
What?
And we were just
This is an oven. It gets hot.
but in our mind at the time, we were
It's
like,
rated cardboard. Don't worry, guys.
That first pizza was amazing.
the next morning, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You think we wouldn't notice?" Like in
Well,
our
honestly,
mind, we were
no.
like, "Well, we thought we were Shawshanking that bitch." You know what I mean? Like we put enough hot chicks, it'll distract everybody.
Right.
No one will see the hole.
Yeah.
Turns out you can't get it past the guy who's running entire seasons of Madden, running stats,
Yeah.
reading all your mail. Like, yeah, he checks the oven every
If
once in a while.
if someone went into all of our houses right now and did exactly that on your oven, you wouldn't even get through the doorway of your kitchen before that would catch your eye because it would be so out of place.
Yeah.
You would be like, what in God's name is going on over here? And these two geniuses are thinking they're like downplaying it when
Problem
really
solved.
you're like should have just put spotlights on it, outlined it with like Christmas lights.
I can't say that we were running on all
Of sound mind.
Yeah, I don't think we weren't eligible for that. we weren't really firing on all.
That checks out.
Not eligible.
Yeah, we weren't eligible for fire safety.
Yeah.
Oven
out.
worked because the back panel still was
It
kind
had
of
two,
there.
yeah, because it's double. It's
Yeah,
double
we just
pane
broke
glass.
the first
Yeah.
one, so we really thought, I think we got this. Like this is safe. That was the logic, at least.
The real safety glass is on the inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was our logic. The shit that shatters just because of one ass.
Yeah. Well, that's just poor manufacturing.
That's just
It's poor
decorative glass. Yeah. That's just for show.
Yeah.
in our minds.
Not functional glass.
Clearly
And,
not.
and you upgraded the decoration on it.
That's
so-
right.
You know, these two mouth breathers had their tongue out when they were cutting the cardboard.
showing each other the backs of pictures. What do you think of this girl? Can we cut her out? This is gonna be great.
Right. Devoting all of the energy in the brain.
Between the two of them, about 6 brain cells just working hard.
Yeah.
Probably had some.
Yeah. The calories burned cutting that straight line.
Why is this taking so long?
You can smell the
It's a
smoke.
long time to go get the deli.
Oh, what happened?
My daughter's been at a friend's house and they just dropped her off, and now the dad is standing in the driveway and he's waving to me like,
Like,
"Hey
wanted to
man,
talk?
hey!" And I was like, I'm recording."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
Like he has no idea.
Should have said, come on in, man.
Yeah.
You think this is like a rap studio?
You said recording. He's like, okay, there's a Instagram light and or an OnlyFans
doing some TikTok
page,
dances.
doing
Yeah.
something.
That is funny. He does think it's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're recording." Like,
I'll send you the link.
Yeah. You'll get it.
yeah, he'll be psyched.
I'm sure he had no questions.
That ties into our pregame conversation.
Right.
What do you got there in your hand there, Brendan?
So this is another one of those delis that Adam brought.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, it's opportune timing that
Oh,
Ely's
wow.
here, because this is called Pineapple Grenade,
Ooh,
and it's a pineapple wheat beer.
that's
I'm in.
So yeah, let's go ahead and
That little
we're gonna have to share these
pineapple
around.
with a
get 2 cups over there. Thank
pineapple
you.
with a little army helmet's pretty cool looking.
I don't need much.
I need 1 more cup. Gracias.
This is a wheat beer, you said?
Yeah, it's a pineapple.
Young Veterans Brewing Company. That's good.
Oh, young veterans. Okay.
Have you ever done beer on weed?
Yeah, man. Who's in the bushes? Red team, go.
Yeah. Thank you.
What
Do we need to split some
that
more of
enough?
this around? Is everybody?
Plenty.
What's the ABV on this sucker?
We are looking.
5.5.
Okay. Answers. Boom.
Did you guess that or did you
No,
read
it's
it?
I read it
there.
far away.
You said it so like
It's in
quickly.
giant letters.
Young veterans.
Those would be numbers, right?
I was gonna say
Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. Frag Out. Our fruited wheat ale boasts a rich mouthful, full body, and shards of juicy pineapple. Pull the pin and toss one.
Speaking
back.
of tongue out while reading.
It's hard. This thing is like experience the explosive wheat character, tangy fruit flavors, and notes
Tangy?
of tropical bliss.
I was picking up on Tangee
Yeah.
when I had it.
Is it short for tangerine?
Tangy.
is this
what it's
yeah,
short
is it
for.
short for
Is it? No. Does it taste Tangee to you?
It's a bit tangy.
A little more Tangee than I would
Tange
like.
than I would have
It
expected.
does have some tange.
A twinge more Tange than I'm used to.
Right, definitely.
Is that orange drink we used to drink back in the 80s?
It was.
Yeah.
I
They
used
took
to
that shit
love
up into
tange.
space, didn't they?
Yeah. Space
did.
Tange.
Yeah.
We got some OJ. We got some purple stuff. We got some soda.
Got some
Sunny D.
God, I used to drink that stuff till I puked. It
Yeah.
was so gross. I loved it, but it was awful.
Did you ever see, what was that Chris Rock joke? He's like, you ever see that commercial? He said, look at the black dude. The black dude's like, I want that purple stuff.
Give me that purple drink.
Yeah. Ingredients: sugar, purple, water.
Good to go.
Hold on, was that Chappelle?
It might. It was.
Chappelle.
It was Chappelle. Actually, good call.
I was like, wait,
I
Chris
thought it was
Rock
Chris
told
Rock.
that too?
No, it was Chappelle. Yeah,
Now I was trying to figure out which one said it first so I can figure out who I'm offended at.
yeah. Go, you tell him, buddy.
Yeah.
Write him a letter.
Bring it
Right.
up.
You're probably Jewish too.
Well, that kind of tanginess, I don't like that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get that. I don't.
What?
Huh?
Please keep up. Lee got it.
Housekeeping, fluff your pillow.
That's interesting.
It's not bad. I don't know that it's good.
There's a lot that's going on that's not right.
Oh, it's right.
No, I mean it's like it's fine. I just don't know if it's like does it have enough tange to take it up a notch?
It's Tangee.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not the tangiest.
I've had Tangier.
Here you go.
It's like tange adjacent.
Yes.
Would you say it's tangent?
Tangential.
How do you know them? Tangentially.
I feel like Tange is going to have to be in the title now.
Yeah, then everyone
Yeah.
will be like, "Why is it called Tang?"
Why'd they talk about tang all
You
night?
got to add an E on there. Tange. Question mark?
If
Yeah,
it
you
is-
got to put the little ampersand thing over the E too.
Little tilde or whatever.
If it was spelled Tange, do you think he would have said tangy?
Yes, for sure. As most Americans would have.
Tang
Yeah. Oh, it's a Hardy.
Tangier outlets. Okay. Got it.
Gotcha.
Jeez.
Did some shopping there.
Oh, what is he
Now we're just
doing?
pouring shit everywhere. All right, I'll go first on this if no one else
'cause
is.
Stu's gonna be a while.
Still reading
Where's
ingredients.
the paper towels over by you, Brendan?
Why?
Oh,
You sweating trying to read that
No,
thing?
A
Stu's
little spot. It was a quarter spot.
No, he literally took his
a quarter
beer
spot.
and turned
turned
it
it sideways
to
to
read it.
read it
Yeah.
with his tongue out the side of his mouth.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I don't understand is he's turning the can sideways and also his head. Like
Yeah.
both parts are going together.
Yeah,
Turn the whole
it makes it harder. Like if you turn the can and move your head in the same.
ID.
Look. I turn the music down when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going when I'm driving.
no.
Okay.
All right, Corky.
Unfortunately, I laughed at that forever. I was like, old people. And then the other day, it was like lost. I was like, oh, what? I turned it down. I was like, oh no,
I'm one of them.
did it?
It does work.
It does strangely,
Yeah.
but it's like moving your mouth when you read. It's not a sign of intelligence.
No. Wait, what?
Damn.
Is that a thing?
Thing.
Is that a tangy?
Yeah, it's pronounced tahing.
All right, who's going? We got a
Wait.
an
Yeah.
idea what we're thinking here.
I'll go ahead and go first. I initially, after the first couple sips, really wanted to give this a 4. I liked the flavor. I liked the punch of pineapple to it. But the more I drink, probably want to land around a 3.5 for me. I don't, and I would not call this tangy by any means or tangy, but it's good flavor overall.
Does it taste like a wheat beer?
Yeah,
Like
I
if
mean,
you didn't know it was a wheat, would you assume it was a wheat?
I think the pineapple for me outweighs the wheat flavor,
Uh-huh.
but I don't dislike that.
It's
Yeah.
almost goza-y.
Yeah, it does have a slight little sour
Yeah.
punch there in it.
Yeah, a little pucker of the lips kind of thing.
But it's not bad.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to initially give it a 4, but I think 3.5 is really where I want to be.
Yeah. I'll do sloppy seconds, and I'm pretty much right in line with him. I think 3.5 is about right. It's right up my alley for the type of beer I like to drink. It's a little sweet, though.
Yeah.
So,
But pineapple's a sweet fruit.
yeah. And I love a pineapple flavor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think this is a 3.5 as well. I like this. This is I would describe it as bright. It's real crisp and I like the flavor. It's got a little tangy, little orange, little of course pineapple, little sweetness in it. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I'd recommend it for sure. And the label's cool. So that's always,
Yeah.
good for something. Right, Stu?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is definitely. I'm getting all wheat, no pineapple. It's crisp, it's bright, it's refreshing, but either I'm completely losing my shit or I ate something or did something, but I can't taste any pineapple in this damn thing. So,
What's your score?
I'm going to go.
Dead air is great.
Yeah, I know.
best.
I'm stuck between 2.5 and a 3 because it's veteran owned. It's good quality. It's on the label.
Veteran owned.
Veteran don't
veteran.
change the taste, right?
Yeah.
No, but
Huge
Get
part.
a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
you want a guarantee on this? Okay. No, I'll give it I'm going to give it a 2.5 because I just don't get
Tommy
any,
Callahan.
I just don't get any pineapple at
Okay.
all. At all. I get
You don't feel that tange at the end?
No, I got
That's the pineapple.
it's a wheat ale for me.
But
Tangee wheat ale.
with that, you don't think it's a above average wheat ale?
No, he does not.
Noted.
Okay,
Who's
I
next?
definitely, when I drink this, I like that it's a candy ass like light beer, and I mean candy ass like weak, not
Yeah.
candy ass like overly sweet.
Yeah.
Who was the candy ass wrestler that said that all the time? Was that Stone Cold?
Candy ass.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do taste a little of the pineapple.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Yeah.
the pineapple,
Oh, yeah.
but it's super light. It's understated, which means it's not too tangy. That's actually the word.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Tang.
Yes.
I've been calling it wrong the whole time.
So I like that little bit of pineapple because it's just at the end, and I think because of that, the rest of it is really light, refreshing wheat beer. So I dig it. I think I agree with the vast majority of the team here. That's a 3.5. I don't want to go 4 because it's missing something. Like if it had a
Yeah.
little more bite of like a real Hefeweizen with that tang, it would be
Yeah.
like,
A little more sharpness.
yeah, that would actually be really, really good.
Yeah.
So, but I would buy this if I ever find this Young Veterans Brewing Company. I'd pop in because it's worth checking out. I like
Yeah, they're
that.
right down in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I dig them. I think that's a 3.5 and it wants to play in another round, but it's missing just something. But yeah, 3.5.
So that would be a deli?
no,
No.
No, under 3.5.
It's 3.3.
How?
I would
We
s-
canceled each other out, I thought.
We all went 3.5 and you went 2.5.
Oh, I thought I heard a 4
Yeah.
there. Sorry.
So I will say that, the week before Christmas, this isn't when I would typically drink something like this, but I would drink this all summer long.
Yeah, this is a summer beer for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. Definitely more summery, but
I think Adam did a good job on this one because
Yeah,
the last
for
one he
sure.
brought us, the Evil Santa,
not so good.
really bad. Like really
But
bad.
it was in the theme.
No, I got it.
And we always appreciate.
I was even I was at this one of these places that has like 100
Taps?
kind of, or 70. It has 75 taps in there, and I was looking through them, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "You know what? Dealer's choice. You tell me what you want." He's like, "Were you opposed to anything?" And I go, "Yeah, that Evil Santa. You cannot bring me Evil Santa, but everything else is on the
All
board."
99 other things
Yeah.
are available.
Yeah, because that Evil Santa was disgusting.
And good thing you said that because being it's the season, they could have
Yeah.
very well brought that to you.
Yeah, he would have been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is great. This is like a peppermint mocha thing."
We're trying to move this. It's turned.
Yeah, it turned before it got here.
Yeah, that extra tanginess is it's turning.
Yeah.
I really don't want to turn people away from this beer, but
But you've done it.
I
Yeah.
did it
You
because
sank this shit.
Because when I saw pineapple, and
did.
yeah, I drink a lot of White Claw, Truly, those types of seltzers, and those things just punch the flavor right through your gut, and this doesn't. That's what I was expecting, so it didn't hit me like that. I thought it would. Like, seltzer.
So for the listeners, it doesn't hit like a White Claw.
Yeah. So if you're
Take
looking
that
for
into consideration.
if you're
when
looking for White Claw, stay away from this.
Objection! Hearsay!
We love you, Stu.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. Are we still taking points away?
We can.
Oh
Did we ever stop?
Yeah. I've got a whole notebook full of negative ones.
Yeah.
Do you guys, tis the season, right?
Yeah.
And like everybody, you hear people talk about like tipping your male people, tipping.
Yeah.
Barbers.
So our site,
And by people, you mean you.
no, I mean just in general. You hear
No,
about,
yeah,
there's-
I feel like COVID was a way to sneak in tipping fucking everywhere.
Oh,
now.
yeah, you
that
could
shit
tip
drives
everywhere.
me up the wall.
everywhere. So the other day,
You can build your own something, and they'd be like, "Do you want a tip?" Be like, "What the hell are we talking
Yeah.
about here?"
And
You go to Home Depot and buy some wood, and they're
Right.
like, "You want a tip on this birdhouse you're building?"
And I'll never forget that, like 5 years ago, my cousin who lives in California was like, "Oh, everywhere you go out here, you get carry out anywhere you go, they want you to tip, and they're asking for a tip." And I'm like, "Fuck that! We don't do that shit." And it's drifted its way over here
It's
magically.
genius. It really is genius
Yeah.
because if you tell them to pound sand, like, okay, well, you were picking up your own food anyway. I don't give a shit. But if you
Right.
give me 10, 20%,
but that's I'm talking about holiday tipping.
Yeah,
mail carriers, delivery drivers.
Have you
I
gotten
like
the
the
text?
mail
Have you
carrier
gotten the
one.
text message from Amazon?
trash cans.
Yeah, I
It
did
says,
get
"Hey,
that.
text this to and they get $5 extra for
Yeah.
whatever it is."
Well, I saw I got my recycling the other day. I went out and picked it up from the curb, and on top of my recycling was a card, and it said, and I opened it up, and it was like, "Happy Holidays from your recycling guy, Frank." And I was like, "Well played, Frank. You just
Yeah.
planted a seed." And now his damn card
Frank's
is
your neighbor.
sitting there with all the others, and I was like,
Yeah.
that was an obvious attempt to be
Yeah.
like, "I'm dropping a card off. Feel free to leave a card on top of the thing." Like he's
Yeah.
establishing how we
Right.
exchange cards now. And I thought that was very
Put some Home Alone
interesting.
chewing gum in there. He'll thank you forever.
So my wife decided to put, instead of like tipping them all, she put a little bin out front, and it's full of like Gatorades and waters and like snacks for the delivery drivers.
Yeah, we've had that for a month. My wife does that. Like, just right outside our front door is a basket of stuff, prepackaged crackers and drinks and stuff, and it says, "Thank you for everything you do, blah blah blah. Take some, whatever, blah blah." Some of them do, some of
And
them
it
don't.
goes.
Yeah,
Like it actually goes.
Yeah.
I've noticed these people do not like water. They love Gatorade.
yeah. They want drinks.
The same waters have been sitting in there forever. The Gatorades you have to replenish. But
Gatorade-
that's-
Actually, you put some
Gatorade-
ice houses out there, those fuckers disappear.
Oh yeah.
you would think so.
No, I know so.
I don't think Gatorade will freeze.
No.
No, it definitely does.
I guess it
Yeah.
does.
Why wouldn't it freeze?
Well, the salt probably has something to do with like a lower freezing point.
It'll
It'll
freeze.
definitely get slushy
It'll
if you throw it in the
freeze.
freezer.
Yeah.
But so do you? So obviously you do the snacks.
Oh,
and
I
the
do
drinks.
nothing.
Well, your wife.
Yeah, my wife's a better person, so she does it.
I've never like gone and like I'll tip my barber. I do that. Like
Yeah,
the
usually the last cut towards the end of the year.
last cut towards the end
Oh,
of the
that's
year.
a thing?
You don't tip every cut.
I tip every cut, but this last cut,
Yeah.
I literally just signed it and put a 20 on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And was like, "Merry Christmas," and rolled out. And
Yeah.
he still was like, "You want change?"
How much of you was like, is that 20 enough?
I have no idea what's enough.
But you thought about that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I've seen tipping trash people.
Yeah.
And so like the housekeepers are coming over tomorrow, and my wife was like, "How much do we tip them?"
So we always pay an extra fee for housekeepers
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Yeah.
Whatever the fee is that they could do.
I do
So
the same
if
for
they
the barber.
charged $100 for
Every 2
a
weeks or
cleaning,
whatever, we give them an extra $100.
so I just said $20 for every chick that shows up.
What?
I was just gonna add. I was gonna hand $20 to everybody who showed up tomorrow to clean.
Like if it's
Oh, I
2,
gotcha.
they get 40. If it's 3, they get 60.
Yeah.
For the first time, 17 ladies show up to clean the house. It's done in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's out.
Yeah, they're on to us. They're like, that Brendan dude will drop a 20 on everybody. Just got a house full of women.
They play like a year-long game or so where they're
Yeah.
like, all right, we take 2 people last year. He gave us 40. This year he gave we pulled 3 people. We got 60.
I used to tip the trash guy regularly because for about a 15-year span, it was the same trash guy. And then the companies started coming in, and they're like, "Hey, we'll
They keep buying
underbid.
out everybody.
And it's like, "Oh, this year we're going to do $20 less. This year we'll do." And I was like, I
Our
don't know who
trash
the
guy's
fucking
got it
guys
made
are.
because he's got the little magic arm that shoots out the side and just gagoosh, and he's out
Is
the
there
door.
still a trash
He'd be
guy that
throwing the
doesn't?
money in there.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I would think. I mean,
I don't know. Is there somebody still throwing
Could be
trash
wrong.
bags over? They do
Yeah.
roll
in the
them
city
on the back.
they do.
in the
They
city,
roll them
yeah.
in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. There's probably not.
There's
the
no
guy
more
like-
lifting.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. Well, I guess if you have extra, they all have to do the lift.
Definitely.
I definitely saw the trash guys doing some work the other day. They grabbed that damn thing and they dumped it, and it dumped everywhere but in the truck. Just everywhere.
How awesome are those videos of the trash man breaking the fucking can?
Losing his shit. Pissed off.
Yeah, they get pissed. Yeah.
We have like one super can and we rarely fill it up except for like the holidays and stuff. But like I have neighbors that literally have like 3 super cans and they'll fill that shit up every week.
We'll do one and a
What are
half
y'all
of the
doing?
supers regularly.
Yeah, I'm a 1.5 can guy.
Yeah.
That's basically what I average. Holiday season's brutal.
Oh yeah, that's brutal for everybody.
I mean, I'm just like, I'm splitting hairs over here. I'm like dumping half the recycling into the trash just to get rid of it because I know I'm going to need it.
Well, you know, around here they're going to start charging for recycling.
Just heard that.
What you know what that's going to mean? People will not recycle.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
I don't know that I don't know that you have an option.
What, you're going to force me to pay someone to come do it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fee on everybody for recycling. If I had to guess, that's just the way that I would assume
That
they'll
would
do
make
it.
sense.
Yeah.
Like they just assess a fee to everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then now you have the option to recycle
Yes,
if you
exactly.
weren't previously.
Well, no, it could be like insurance. You know how, like, if you don't have insurance, you just have to pay a yearly.
$500 uninsured motorist fee.
Yeah.
And you can wreck anybody.
Yeah, then you can just drive
I've
around.
never understood
so
that.
maybe the county will be like, if you slip us $100, we won't bitch.
No, I mean, I think it's going to be the same fee for everyone.
And they'll just add it to your taxes or whatever.
Yeah, no, it'll be a monthly fee or, however they do it. I don't know.
Yeah. He's saying that everybody in Chesterfield is just now going to be charged for recycling,
$50.
whether they use it or
Whether
not,
you use it or not.
Yeah, but they're
to incentivize people
they're,
to now do it.
They're doing away with our recycling. We've always had it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We've always had recycling. Now they're like,
For
we're
free.
not going to offer it anymore. Now, like the fee's already been there.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like getting rid of it. That's right.
Yeah, now they're saying we ain't doing it. So if you want to recycle, you got to get a private company to do it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
So like they're gonna. We got
Then
to
yes,
pay
people are going to stop recycling.
Where
Yeah.
was it? I guess it was
Yeah, like I'm a hippie to a point.
There's a lot of drama in the recycling world as far as places to take things to.
Well, they say a lot of it's not
Recycled at all.
recycled at all, and they say a lot of it you use more fossil fuels recycling it
More
than you
energy
do.
to transport it to where it goes and gets recycled.
Well, it's stupid when you think about it. We don't make stuff out of glass anymore, and then if we do and they recycle it, they break it back down, and then it's like just throw it in a sterilizer and call it a day. That's what they were doing 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, how we fuck this up?
Right.
Who was, I guess it was like 2 or 3 months ago, I saw an article where a kid, when it came to recycling, he started his little business. He's like 12, 14 years old. And what he did is he went around to everybody's houses and cut the boxes down. And he was getting paid per,
For breaking down boxes?
like taking the carving knife out or the box cutter out, breaking it down so that everything would fit in your recycle bin instead of, you keep, everybody gets all the Amazon boxes and he's like making a killing.
That is
Yeah.
the worst.
You
Like,
couldn't pay me enough to do that.
No, I actually go. I mean, I enjoy it. I find the biggest box, next smallest box, fill them
You just
in.
nest them.
Yeah, and then I just jump all over them.
I have construction dumpsters at my house and a plethora of them, and it's the best time to live.
Yeah.
that is good stuff.
That is nice.
I've thrown pallets, heavy shit in these things.
This is like a Sunday tradition for me to stomp boxes. Like I come out,
Yeah.
like
That's not an efficient way of doing that.
it's the way that I choose to do
Okay.
it. See, what I do
Gets
is
a little rage out.
Yeah.
I start drinking around 1.
Gotcha.
I watch football,
Yeah, I'm here.
and then I drink right up until about 8,
Yeah.
and then I sober up enough that I can jump on boxes without hurting myself.
There you
and it's
go.
just kind of my thing. Just kind of stomp.
Hey, whatever
boxes.
works.
Corrugated cardboard on top of your fire pit, though, is a lot of fun.
Oh, that's actually become a Christmas tradition that we don't really talk about. I get the big old fire pit going,
Yeah.
and then it's like I just start
Oh, yeah.
cutting boxes and throwing them in.
We did that at the old house. We had your Christmas tree
Yeah.
for like 2 years out there.
Goes up like Christmas trees are the best.
We had like it had to be a 20-foot fire at one point out there. It was awesome.
Those things go up in a big flame.
I'm the king of Christmas tree fires because we
Yeah,
do it in our
that's right.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
You collect
we
everything,
do
right?
75, 100 every
Yeah.
year.
There may be nothing on the planet more flammable than those.
Oh yeah, when it's
and we
when they
bring them
dry out.
into our
That's what I'm
homes.
saying. When they're dried up a little
oh
bit.
man, you
What's
just,
the-
and you can pick it up and feel it.
Yeah.
and
It's
you're
the
like,
little needles.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the one, guys.
Yeah.
Watch this one.
This is the instigator.
And it's like 5 seconds later, it's gone.
Yeah.
I've got
Like,
the one.
and I tell people that I'm like, and that was in your house.
Right.
I've got that one this year. Like it was. I had that thing for like 3 days before I was like, that's a lot of needles.
Yeah.
Like, all over the
You
ground.
can also tell when it stops taking water.
It's still taking water, but it's like it's sipping.
Yeah.
It's drinking water like you're drinking beer these days. It'll have a sip and then we'll just
spit it back out.
Yeah.
for your Christmas trees, do you guys do like I always put hot ass water with half Sprite?
Ass water?
With Sprite.
Yeah, because the syrup,
Straight
Yeah,
out
you're
of the
supposed to do
bidet.
sugar water. That's
Yeah,
a good
I've
idea.
heard-
though.
no, sugar water, like hot
I've heard
water
Sprite.
gets
I
into.
don't feed my trees high fructose corn syrup.
My trees are all organic.
No.
I never knew this.
Yeah.
So sugar and hot water it'll
So
absorb
You
that
don't
better?
put sugar in your Christmas tree?
I didn't. I've
done
never
that.
even heard of it.
Cold water closes the little where they cut the tree. Cold
Yeah.
water just it's like just
Yeah,
seals up the,
I've
seals up the
been
base.
known that since I was 8. I don't know if
you
that's
just-
a
you just
thing.
hot
How much
water.
sugar?
Put sugar in the water.
In the water.
hot water.
Like a little, like a spoonful, or
Yeah. A dollop or two. It ain't the science.
fucking
I
sound
absolutely-
so
You
good.
already, you already cut the tree. Let it have some fun. Give it as much sugar as it can. Just overload it. Just go
Before
for
you
it.
burn it at the stake.
That's it. I never knew this.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
don't
did
know
that.
if it means anything. I just know that that's the way my parents did
I've
it, and
always
I was
heard
always
it. I don't
told
know
to
if
do
it
it.
works, but it's definitely an old wives' tale for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm gonna look that up.
Well, I know cold water would make the sap harden up.
No, I think they just say warm water so the sugar fucking dissolves.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I always just use like
That could work too. I don't. This is all new to me, but I have a tree in there that every time I go in to check the water, like and touch
Needles
it,
are dropping
I go
out of
through and the needles drop like crazy. I'm like, this bitch is so dead.
So I have a pretty sweet. I got an idea for an invention that I've been thinking about for maybe 5 years now that I really
Okay.
would love to do. and I
Patent
think
pending
it's a gold
starting
mine.
today. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Filed.
Yeah.
yeah, it's already in. So don't
You
even
got to
think
say
about
that.
it.
You got to just say that.
Yeah,
That's
it is. But it's a ornament that goes on the tree that has a tube that runs down to the base of the bottom
Okay.
with a float. So say it's one of a drummer boy. The drummer's drumstick is full or empty, like a fuel gauge for your fucking water.
Oh, I like
and then
that.
the
I
top
like
of the
that.
drum opens, and you can
It's a
fill it
funnel.
from the top.
Yeah, because how hard it
That's
fucking
smart.
sucks when you have to
Yes.
crawl underneath the tree with
Yeah.
the picture. Like,
Check
how do I
it.
get this thing in
Yep.
here?
You got
when
to see
you-
how full it is.
You got to
and
get
then
down
you gotta,
on the ground.
Yeah.
Check
Well, we've
it.
got the giant funnel, so we have the long tube.
They
with
had the funnel, but they ain't incorporated it into the fucking drummer
No.
boy with the
Yeah.
gauge.
I
The
don't have
gauge
a
is the
float.
key.
Just
I need a
key.
float.
Yeah.
This makes
Have you seen the fire
much
extinguishers they make for them?
No.
They make fire extinguishers that like are angels or stars or whatever, and if the tree goes up, like
it's like a sprinkler.
yeah, it goes off and puts it out.
Yeah,
Where
I
does
think
it
that's a
get the
shark.
water?
I think that's a Shark Tank idea.
It's like a dry chemical, like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Suffocates it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was on Shark Tank.
No, I'm saying my idea is a
No,
Shark
the
Tank.
one I'm talking about was on Shark
Oh, really?
Tank. Yeah.
yeah. And when it's done, it looks pretty festive, like snow all over the
Yeah.
tree.
At least like I got a beer bong, a floater, and some water.
I'm telling you, dude, it's a money idea.
Especially if you could just look across the room and see, like, oh, his arm's up. You know,
Yeah,
it's full.
it's
like,
full.
he's hitting the drum. All right, he needs some.
Yeah,
he needs
when
some
he
water.
hits the drum, get
or
to
she.
work.
I don't
Yeah.
want to gender the damn thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Oh,
get
I
it.
would-
You just pop the top off the drum, and
Yeah.
That's not bad.
it's the way to go. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Ely's just over there, one eye in the tree one night. and go,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make this easy as fuck.
And then you heard it's like $1 billion industry, the Christmas tree.
Oh, I
business.
believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
At a minimum,
Right.
it's ludicrous how much money we spend on that shit.
right. And
Which one?
everybody.
Real or fake?
No real.
Yeah, the fake ones that one's probably
Everybody.
pretty expensive too. But it's you
We have a
people on
fake.
one
We have
time.
a second fake one in our front room, but the one in our main room is real.
I wonder how many
Fucking
fake.
Fake trees need to come with no lights.
Yeah.
That is the.
Because once one goes out,
Well,
you're
you
not
can-
going to take the time
Yes.
to do it.
yeah,
because
you're
cutting-
just
get
gonna
them
go buy
both
another
ways.
tree.
If you want to, you can't go find
Probably
a tree
not
with no
anymore.
lights.
I have a fake tree with no lights.
Yeah,
That's
but you probably
because
had
you
it for
cut
a
it
long
out or
time.
you bought it from some custom tree place. You don't go to fucking At Home and Lowe's and find a fake tree with no lights.
I don't know. My wife got it off of like some. It's the one that sits on our porch. She
This
got
year?
it from some.
How old is it?
I don't know. She,
Well,
she
I
got
think-
it used.
No.
I think that's what we're
Well,
saying.
if they got to use, and that means the homeowner before cut the fucking lights out of it. They
Yeah,
don't.
there's
They
no
don't sell
lights.
them with lights. Without lights.
yeah, basically
Seriously?
all like the
No,
artificial
yeah.
trees now come with lights
Come with
integrated
lights.
in
Because
And
it
it's-
sounds like it's a great idea.
until the
Yes.
light goes out, and then
Yeah.
you have to buy a new tree.
Yes.
Or you're
exactly.
draping your own lights on top
Or
of
you
it.
cut the lights out, and it is a half of a day adventure.
Oh, so
It's
actually,
that painful.
we've got a good one then because the lights have been
Yes.
cut out.
Yeah, you string your own lights every year. It's great.
It's called planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That's my story.
Putting lights on a tree
Sticking to
isn't
it.
that hard.
No.
Especially an
And then there's
artificial
people
one.
that do that. Do you? So I do the tight wrap around. There's people that go in, out, up, down.
Yeah.
So it's like lit perfectly on the inside and everything. I'm like, that's some scientific shit that I ain't got time for.
I try to press it up in the tree so
you?
like you don't really see all the cordage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but I just do loops.
I just haul all the shit down from the attic, and then I go outside and start hanging lights, and I come in, and it's Christmas.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I have no idea what
I don't do
technique
loops
is
because
used.
mine's in a corner, so I like go around and then go up and then back around and up and then back around.
So
I
they
gotcha.
have companies that will come out and
Oh yeah,
put lights on your house.
$1,500 starting.
But
Yeah.
will they do it for your Christmas tree?
yeah.
I thought your
They
neighbors
have
did
companies
that.
for that.
Don't you knock on your neighbor's door the day after Thanksgiving?
No,
guys.
no.
Yeah,
I thought that was your whole shtick. You
We're gonna
walk
meet the brewery. Can you light this yard up for us?
hope you had a good Thanksgiving. If you could just get the leaves out of the yard and hang the lights.
If you got any
that'd be
reindeer,
great.
that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
sister uses one of those because they have like a 15-20 foot tree and it's like a nightmare to put up. So like they hire people to
To decorate the tree?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
put it up and everything because it's a. I mean, you gotta have like ladders and shit.
Hey,
Insurance.
while you guys are feeling so festive, would you guys all come back next week, do a drink challenge?
Oh yeah, it's that time, right?
I think we should do that.
Yeah, we got to get him before the end of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to do a holiday drink challenge.
Will it be Tangee?
we could. Then we could talk about.
You know what? I will allow you to make a drink, and then you can bring the tangiest drink you want.
We can talk about how Christmas went because it'll be after Christmas.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah,
Sure it will. Or we won't.
We'll see
we'll see. We'll play
One
by
of the
ear.
two. Yeah, we'll decide shortly.
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah,
See
thank
if our significant others even got us gifts.
Thank you
already
all
knows
so
he's
much. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. Whatever you're celebrating this holiday season, happy holidays to you. Just figured you like that.
What?
If you haven't had a chance to head over to Nectar Sunglasses to get last minute Christmas gifts, it's too late. But you could have dropped
Yeah.
Abacus in the coupon code, gotten 20% off. If you want to head over to the Venmo, send us an end of year gift, you can certainly do so. Our Venmo account is.
At Inside the Pout House at Venmo.
And if you need to get a new house for the new year, head over to Screen Door Mortgage. Get that mortgage. As for Jimmy, he'll take care of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Peace out.
Cheers. Did I already say cheers?
Sure. You just did.
Cheers.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?